Hey there, Gemini. So, just a general overview on how it's going to go. We're going to be pulling up your guys' generals using the Kipper deck. We're going to be doing your guys' love using the mystical medleys. And then we're also going to do your guys' career and finances using the Rider Waite Tarot deck. And then end off your guys' reading with the creativity oracle deck. Plus, I'm going to be reading out the booklet as well, too. All right. So, pulling up the generals for Gemini. What do they have to know generally? Let's see. I want to say, okay, there's sirens. All right. So I want to tell you guys that what I was getting is, for some of you guys, there might have been a person. Okay. I'm primarily getting it to be like an older feminine energy, and I'm getting it to be also an older masculine energy. There is some sort of separation between these two. These could be your guys' parents. This could be maybe your relatives or something like that. But I'm getting there to be like some sort of pair or a couple, and there's some sort of separation. Is kind of what I'm getting here. I want to figure out the reason why. I need more answers for this. Distant horizons in reverse. I want to say some of you guys might notice there being some sort of separation or something like that, or maybe like there might be some. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like some sort of divorce that was happening. Even though I don't see the court card, I'm still gonna say what I think it is. It doesn't have to be like an official thing. Some of you guys, it could just be a relationship. Why am I getting it not to be your guys' energy though? I don't feel like it's in regarding to you, but I feel like it could be in regarding to like a person or people that are around you, if that makes any sense. So some of you guys might hear like about a older, at least older than you, like your guys' age or older, type of couple that ends up parting ways. Some of you guys, they have some sort of like intimacy issues. And what I mean by intimacy issues is like they have a hard time like opening up to one another. And because they're both acting very coy, stubborn, and aloof towards one another, is the reason why they had to part ways, because they couldn't find a way to get closer to one another, if that makes any sense. For some of you guys, I'm also getting like they couldn't get on the same page on with each other as well too. I just now realized I didn't turn on the light. There you go. That's beautiful now. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting. Basically, some sort of disagreements. For some of you guys, distance could literally be the issue, but the fact that it's in reverse is kind of telling me otherwise. So just take it if it resonates. Some of you guys are happy that you're not receiving any sort of messages. If somebody blocked you or if you guys blocked a particular person, I think you guys are happy with the fact that you guys aren't speaking to one another, to whomever this is. I feel like you guys noticing that that you felt more uplifted ever since you guys blocked this person or stopped messaging this person. It's like you guys felt much more better and you guys weren't dwelling too much about the problems. Despair in reverse. It's like your life didn't seem upside down, or you had less stress in your guys' life once you stopped messaging this particular person. I'm getting that some of you guys, now what I said earlier about the couple, that could be in regarding to you guys, but I was mostly getting it to be the people around you. It could be in regarding to you guys, because I'm seeing over here we have the false person in reverse as well as adjudication in reverse. So some of you guys might have had a hard time like getting on the same page with this particular person as well too. Some of you guys might have also had some sort of suspicions, or like the ways they acted or the things they said made you question their motives and like what they were doing, like if they were sneaking around or if they were hiding something from you. For some reason, I'm getting that there's like some sort of issues with trust with one another in this connection, whatever this is. This doesn't have to be a connection, to be honest, but I am getting there to be like some sort of partnership or some sort of collaboration here between you two. So I'm getting, because you guys had some sort of trust issues, like you guys always feel like that you guys can never trust each other, or there's always this sense of like lingering, there's always something lingering in the back of your heads like that, like, you know, I don't know if this person did something in the past, like even if they haven't done anything suspicious, like maybe the way how they act and things like that made you seem suspicious of them, especially if you guys dealt with exes that seemed very similar to them. It's like you guys all the time had a hard time like trusting one another, if that makes any sense. And some of you guys are happy that you guys are not speaking to this person, is kind of what I'm getting here. Why? What is this? Why? I'm saying that it's a good thing that you guys aren't speaking to this person. Is kind of what I'm getting, because it's asking you guys to just drop it and don't give it too much effort and start focusing on yourself. Some of you guys need to start focusing more on work, or if you guys start focusing more on your guys' work, you're gonna be able to like move on from it more easier, if that makes any sense. Some of you guys are gonna get some sort of financial increase if that's what you guys have been wanting or been looking for. I'm seeing a financial increase, a raise. I'm even seeing a promotion for some of you guys. You guys don't, and the funny thing is, you guys don't even have to try to manifest it, because you guys are going to be destined for it. Look, this guy doesn't even have to think about it. Like, unexpectedly, you guys are going to get some sort of raise or promotion some way or somehow, like in your guys' field. For some of you guys, I'm also getting any kind of creativity, like creative type of field, if especially those of you guys that have a creative field. I'm seeing, especially for you guys getting some sort of recognition, if that makes any sense. Look at that great fortune. You guys are going to be leaving some sort of legacy, or you're going to be well known for what you do, especially if it's like a very creative type of job or project you guys are working on. I'm also seeing you guys potentially becoming more wealthy over time, is kind of what I'm getting here. This is pretty good. I actually kind of like your guys' generals. Let's start moving on to your guys' love. Let's see here. Some of you guys might be able to meet your soulmate if you guys haven't already. But here's the catch, Gemini. Some of you guys might need to get out of your guys' comfort zone. And I mean way out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm talking about literally, maybe possibly travel to a different state or continent. Some of you guys, some of you guys, I don't want you guys to, this is also gonna sound weird, but some of you guys might end up being with a, or your guys' soulmate or partner might be much more different than what your guys' usual type may be. For example, maybe there is some sort of different religious perspectives. Maybe you guys have different backgrounds, maybe also different culture, different race, because I was pulling up, because when I was looking through the cards, there was Two of Cups, which does talk about soulmate, right? But there's a difference between them two. So there's like, even though they look completely different, and they come from different backgrounds and stories, they still are meant to be with each other. And then we also got the World and the Two of Wands, and then the Two of Wands, the guy is holding the globe. So it's like something about like that, something about your guys' person is definitely going to be different from like your guys' background, like whether that's culture, race, whatever, right? Maybe different perspectives on things, right? There's just something very different about you guys, or this partner, or this person of your guys's, but you guys are still compatible and match with one another. Hopefully that makes sense, right? For those of you guys that had been wondering. Let me see here. So basically, your soulmate may be much more different from your guys' usual type. Going on to the person in your guys' mind right now, let's see here. Okay, so you guys chose to walk away from this person. You guys were upset, is what I'm getting here. Some of you guys mostly disappointed. Some of you guys were really disappointed because you guys were hoping or like you guys were expecting things to be different. Why do I see you guys also kind of grateful that things ended because things could have been more worse or much more worse with the devil card? It's like you guys leaving, you guys released all this toxicity in your life. Some of you guys might have felt like you guys were drained for no apparent reason. Like some of you guys might feel like you guys are physically or emotionally drained. And I feel like if this story resonates to you guys, I feel like it's mostly because of this connection. I feel like this connection is the reason why you guys felt drained. It's like, and some of you guys might have also noticed that after you guys left this person or after you guys left this connection, it's like you guys felt much more uplifted. Like all of the burden is off of your guys' shoulders, and you're probably wondering, like, oh, that's so strange. Like, I feel much more better after leaving this connection. It's because you guys left this person. This person was basically leeching off of your guys' energy, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm getting a lot of you guys also for some reason. I want to say some of you guys might have noticed like you guys got cranky very easily or irritated very easily. Like even if it's like the simplest stuff, like is for some reason you felt like very agitated. And I feel like it was mostly because of this connection. This connection was having a huge toll on you and it was taking your guys' most of your guys' energy is kind of what I was getting here. So I see that to be a good thing. What else about this? Let me see. Yeah, you guys were stressing about this connection a lot. Nine of Swords. Some of you guys had a hard time sleeping, or all the time you guys got very anxious, or you guys couldn't stop thinking about this situation, is kind of what I'm getting here. Even though I see you guys walking away, I still see you guys like, why do I see you? Like I said, it's this sense of like relief that like you guys are grateful that things ended because looking at this, we have the Seven of Cups now. It's like you guys are opening up more options, or you are able to explore other different options. Is kind of what I'm getting here. That's very interesting. Let me see. How you guys will know who your guys' partner is, it's not somebody that you guys have to beat around the bush for, all right? I'm getting a lot of wands, so they could have fire or earth in their chart. Is kind of what I'm getting here. This is somebody that you don't have to beat around the bush or hide your true self. You guys, no matter what, if things don't like for example, like let's just say you guys were a couple minutes late in a date and then all of a sudden, your date ended up like deciding to not go with you the next day just because you guys were late 5 minutes. All right, I know it's a ridiculous thing, but it's the only thing I can come up with. All right, so just work with me here. All right, and you guys basically ended up getting dumped or something like that, right? I'm getting that this person wouldn't try to find an excuse to like release you and things like that. Like this person is very dedicated to who they are dating with, and they're very dedicated to staying with that particular person. Some of you guys will also know that they're very hardworking, or you guys will also hear about like a new project or a job that they're working on. So some of you guys might hear that they're going to be starting a new project or a new job. I also feel like they will also be telling you like some of the goals or accomplishments that they've made as well too. Like they would kind of brag about some of their accomplishments. I feel like that's how you will also know who this person is as well too. It's kind of what I'm getting here. So I do see a very good possible option coming in for you guys. Just try to take advantage of it, all right? Going into those of you guys that are single, let's see. Let me see. Geminis, I do see a person coming in. Once again, a lot of Earth is popping up as well too. So for some of you guys, could also be an Earth sign. Getting Earth and air. I do see a particular person coming in. Could be a businessman or a businesswoman, is what I'm getting here. Mostly Earth, primarily getting also Taurus as well too. This is somebody that could also like have their own business and things like that, or they're doing well financially. So it's not a broke bum. Is kind of what I'm getting here. This is a very hardworking and dedicated person. I feel like you guys got a good option coming in, but I feel like you guys will f it up by like putting your guys' guard up and not like going with the flow with the situation. Is kind of what I'm getting here. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys would like try to avoid get like expressing yourself or making any sort of offers or commitments. I do see communication between you guys, but it's like you guys are like trying to take things slow. I see you guys like trying to test this person or observe this person to see like if they're going to go the distance for you, if that makes any sense. So basically, I see you guys not making it easy or fair for this person. You're gonna make this person work hard for it, which honestly, I don't think it's really fair, especially since this person really hasn't done anything wrong with you, and we're talking about a new person here. So basically, Geminis, try to don't bring up like don't try to punish the new person for the things that you guys have dealt with in the past, right? Because I feel like because of your guys' you guys holding up your guys' walls and barriers and testing this person might end up becoming suspicious and they're gonna feel like that you're a hard rug to budge because you're holding up these walls and barriers and they're trying to like get closer to you and things like that is kind of what I'm getting here. So I would say like I would also say like be open and be open to communication with this person as well too. Let them know like what it is that you guys like want in a relationship. What are your guys' boundaries? What are some things that you guys accept or don't accept in a relationship? Because I feel like it will help this person understand you a little bit better if that makes any sense. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're making this person work for it, but don't do it, don't overdo it, is kind of what I want to say. All right, now let's see here. Going into your guys' career and finances, all right? Let's see. Some of you guys are going to have a hard time trusting your coworkers or the people you guys work with. Let me see. Let me go into this more deeper. Yeah, once again, Ten of Swords. Something regarding to coworkers or the people you work with that you're not very happy about. Hmm. Some of you guys just don't like the way how your workers or your get or the people you guys work with, how you guys collaborate or get along with each other. Some of you guys, it could be strictly all about work and you guys don't like it, or like what I was kind of getting is like competition. Some of you guys don't like the way how your coworkers treat each other or the people that you guys work with treat one another. It's like they treat each other as like an opponent or a competition instead of people they should like work together well with, or people that they should like kind of grow and expand with, if that makes any sense. Because when I try to clarify the reason why you guys aren't happy with your guys' coworkers, Page of Cups and also King of Cups is kind of what I'm getting here. And they made you feel down and about, less confident as well too. It's like you don't even feel that very determined to like stay in where you guys are working at because of the way how they're treating each other. Is kind of what I'm getting here. It's like no emotions are being displayed at your guys' like the people that you guys are working with. It's like strictly business and they're always competing against each other and things like that. So I see you guys getting tired of it. Some of you guys, I see you guys potentially leaving this job and finding out a job that you guys truly enjoy. The star card. You guys, I feel like it's basically a sign for you guys to go on to your guys' new job because I see great things coming in for you guys. If you guys leave this job. So this is specifically those of you guys know that you guys have toxic like what was it, coworkers or toxic people that you guys work with. So if you guys are planning on leaving that job, I would say good riddance, all right? So for those of you guys that are in a job in general though, let's see here. First of all, if you guys have any sort of issues with finances, I don't see that to be an issue anymore. Like I don't see you guys having to worry about it. Some of you guys, even though like you guys are financially stable, why do I still see you guys still worrying about it? Like, oh, even though I'm financially stable and everything, I'm afloat and things like that. There's like this still this anxiety or fear lingering in that maybe something bad is gonna happen or like it's not gonna last very long. Is kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like it's mainly because you guys are not standing your guys' ground. You guys are not putting your guys' finances accordingly. And what I mean by that is like some of you guys, you know how a lot of people they like put specific savings on a particular thing? Some of you guys are kind of just open to just spending whatever and you guys don't like to organize your guys' finances. Try for once organizing everything and thinking before you start spending on something because I see you guys kind of going everywhere, one place and then another, like, oh, maybe I have to pay this for my nephew or I have to do this for my kids or I owe money to my friend and things like that. Try to organize everything and try not to like get yourself in a situation where you're always in debt or you always have to return the loan and things like that. Is kind of what I'm getting here. I don't know why it's letting me tell you guys about this. So basically, you guys shouldn't have to worry too much about it. I feel like you guys will stay financially afloat. I feel like it's all mostly in your guys' head. You guys just need to learn to manage your guys' finances a little bit better and be wary on who you guys are giving off your money or lending your guys' money to, is what I'm getting here. What about for those of you guys that are self employed? I'm seeing some sort of confidence issues, to be honest here. So, for those of you guys that are self employed or have your own business, it's like there is this great opportunity right in front of you, but you guys are choosing. I wouldn't say choosing, but I feel like the reason why you guys are not trying to manifest or bringing down is because you guys don't have confidence that you guys can get it. You guys feel like that it's all kind of like in your head and that it's not very realistic. Is kind of what I'm getting here. But the truth is, you guys do have the capability to manifest it. And the thing is that the temperance is much more higher than the magician because the magician is more so working with the materials that is on earth, right? And the temperance is more of working with the materials from above. So it's like you have a much more higher power than you guys realize to be able to manifest and make things work into your life. For example, if you guys wanted to start $1 million business or company, right? You guys literally do have the capability to do so, but maybe it's not exactly where you guys think it is, right? Maybe you guys have to work on a much more higher dimension in order for things to work. For example, a lot of the things people think about is like things in the 3D realm, right? When really sometimes you are missing some pieces of the puzzle, which is like working in the higher realm, right? So it's also talking about like trying out different methods, like just kind of like how this guy is like working a little bit with alchemy, right? Where he's like trying out different ingredients and mixing things up to see which one works. This guy, he already has the ingredients that he needs. He already has like a whole checklist of what he needs. But this guy, he is just kind of just picking out whichever one seems to work out, right? And whatever works out is the one that he's sticking with, right? So it's really asking you guys to kind of try out different thing that's a little bit different than from like what a usual business would do, right? Or like some or try out different methods than other business usually do, right? So it's really talking about you guys going out your comfort zone, and I feel like you guys will be able to conquer literally the world. Like you guys would be able to accomplish so much, and some of your guys' business, I want to say, may even go international because of how well it is, right? It's just all talking about like bringing your guys' manifestations into the 3D, right? And also working with the higher realm and the higher dimension, however that may resonate to you guys. For some of you guys, is going to be different, all right? Some of you guys might want to consider law of attraction. Some of you guys might consider like visualization, right? So there's like so many options and opportunities out there that you guys can try. It's like if you guys haven't tried, just try it because it's free and it doesn't hurt anybody, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. So it's like it doesn't hurt to try it, is what I'm getting here. All right, going into those of you guys that are not self unemployed. All right. Okay, so we have a lot of competition, disagreements here. I do see you guys finding a very stable job in the near future, but I don't see it happening very soon, right? I want to clarify something here. Oh, what is this regarding to? Why am I getting that it's not specifically those of you guys that are unemployed but are about to be unemployed, if that makes any sense? We literally have well, here, let me show you what I mean. We literally have the Tower and the Judgment card. So to me, that is telling me that there is going to be, if you guys, I think this reading is just trying to let those of you guys know that if you guys are thinking about unemployment and you guys realize that there's been some sort of scandalous things or something that's wrong with your guys' system and your guys' job, those are basically your guys' signs to like maybe make a move on, all right? Because eventually there's going to be some sort of collapse within that organization, that job, or whatever. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But the thing is you guys are getting a second chance in a renewal for a much more stable job. So those of you guys that had some sort of disagreements, why am I getting coworkers being involved here? For some of you guys, it can mostly be coworkers, but it doesn't have to be. Some of you guys, it could literally be your guys' personal disagreements with, you know, what the company is doing, right? Maybe you don't like what the company is doing or you don't like their views on what they do and things like that. And some of you guys might have had disagreements with that. And so therefore you guys want to leave and possibly start a new job. So I do see you guys being able to do so, but I feel like it is going to take a while. It's going to be a process, but it's going to be stable, right? Just like how the turtle wins the race, right? Against the hare, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Going to in general with your guys' finances, though, let's see here. I want to say don't be afraid to spend your guys' finances for the things that you guys truly enjoy. For example, if you guys know for a fact that you guys truly enjoy, like, maybe you guys like to have frappuccinos, right? And just having one frappuccino is gonna like make your guys' day, right? I would say don't be afraid to do the things that you basically love or spend your money on the things you love. Now, I'm not saying you should go ahead and overspend, right? But I feel like because you guys are doing so, you're letting the universe to grant you this happiness, right? And then not just regular happiness, but eternal happiness. It's like you guys are accepting, your guys's it's like you guys are rewarding yourself and you're asking the universe that like, yeah, I want more of this, I want more of that because it's making me happy. I want to be able to spend more of my money so I can feel much more happy and much more grateful and things like that. And strangely enough, I feel like in that kind of mindset when you guys do so, it's like you guys are attracting much more abundance and happiness because happiness is not just about the finances, right? It's also about like the experiences, right? So maybe like I don't know, maybe for you guys like spending money to go to amusement park is worthless, right? Because it's like maybe you don't get material gratification or whatever, right? But maybe just the experience itself is what creates your guys' own happiness and what creates like a complete full happiness package, like especially those of you guys that are going with your family. So it's like asking you guys, don't be afraid to like take risks in spending your money for great experiences like traveling or going to different exotic areas and things like that, especially something that you guys know that's going to heal your guys' inner child wounds and things like that, especially doing something that you guys always wanted to do it as a child and things like that. And I feel like you guys are accepting much more success, growth, and expansion in that sort of way, if that makes any sense. I get really philosophical here, but I'm just telling you what I'm getting. All right. All right. So let's go and end off your guys' reading with the Creativity Oracle deck. All right. Okay. Okay. So the number we have here is number 2, and we got push. I'm gonna get 2 more cards for you guys. Number 58, reflection. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later. Um, by the way, I'm not saying these numbers for no reason. So if you guys want to, you guys can. If you guys are into numerology, you can go and search up what these numbers mean because they do have some significance. All right. Let's see if we can pull out one more card. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. Why did you have to go all the way over there? Okay. Change number 43. All right, let me get my booklet out so we can get more additional information on these. So, number 2. Number 2, we have push. Yeah. So it says, don't feel inadequate, forget how to quit, push on no matter how things look. The push card is an indication that now is the time to exert extra effort, especially if you have been feeling like giving up. It can also be a reminder that we all need to push sometimes. Let every door with a sign saying push on it be a reminder to us that if we want to go to the next space in our creative journey through life, we have to use our energy to neutralize barriers and move things along. Creative people are thoughtful, and thoughtful people are kind and polite. The type of people who want to have a hard time with being perceived as pushy by anyone, including themselves. The appearance of this card is an indication that now is not the time to let go and let God, or this. It's time to emulate the deities and work your will upon the world. Give your goal a push, all right? So it's asking you guys to like kind of once again take go into the higher power, whatever that means to you guys, right? Whether that's God, your guys' deities, or whatever, right? The universe. And try to bring it down into earth, right? And try to push yourself to like manifest your guys' goals a little bit, because I feel like with that extra push, it's like you're letting the universe know like, hey, I really am serious about wanting to get this, and then the universe is going to grant you your guys' wish. And then going on to number 58, which is reflection. 50. Let's see. Okay, it says here, time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right actions. The reflection card is an indication that problems you may be having with the matter in question are the result of too much activity or forward movement and not enough taking time to calmly evaluate the situation, either on your part or the part of another person involved. It is an invitation to sit comfortably, breathe slowly and deeply, and experience your present situation lightly in your mind's eye, the center of your consciousness. It is time to see things as they really are, stripped of all extraneous trappings like expectations or recognition. The creative process often creates numerous secondary attachments and unintended consequences that can easily confuse and disorganize even the best of intentions and the most organized efforts. Reflection is the pause that refreshes. It should be an integral part of every creative endeavor, especially at their beginning, midpoint, and end. So it's kind of like I was getting this energy of you guys kind of going into autopilot and not seeing the bigger picture of things. So it's really asking you, is like, especially those of you guys in career and finances, right? It doesn't have to be, but I'm just giving as an example. that for those of you guys that are just kind of going with the flow, even though obviously you guys know that there's something wrong, maybe it's the time to like take some time off and reflect and see why are am I stumbling upon these obstacles? Why am I dealing with so much of these challenges along my way? Like, shouldn't it be much more easier? And it's really asking you that those type of signs are signifying that you need to take some time and come to the realization whether this is actually for you or not, right? And going into number 43, which is change. We did get a lot of the world card, so major big changes no matter where you guys are at in your guys' life, right? For a change, do something you usually do a certain way in a different way, right? Also, in regarding to relationships, right? Instead of focusing on one particular person, try out a different type of relationship or go for somebody that's not usually your type, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. 40, yeah, 43 change. The change card is an indication that it would benefit you make a significant change regarding the situation in question or to at least try a new way of doing what you do. If you are a visual artist, this would mean using different methods, different tools, or your less dominant hand. This card can also be an invitation to examine how you feel about change or to make an attitude adjustment. It is easy for an artist to fall in love with the creation and resist making changes to it. The editing process for a writer is a perfect example. If you hate the changes your editor is making, they're most likely doing their job well. Selecting the change card can sometimes indicate that the situation in question would benefit greatly from you changing your mind. So basically, once again, it's talking about, you know, in regarding to like changing maybe some of the way you guys, do your guys' business. Maybe instead of doing what everyone else does when it comes to business, like maybe switch things up a little bit, right? Do something that, you know, a lot of businesses don't do, like make a grand entry or something like that, right? Or something like that is kind of what I'm getting here. So, anyways, that's what I have for you, Geminis. Hopefully, this was helpful for you guys and you guys liked it. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.